In a world facing the effects of climate change, rising sea levels have forced humanity to seek refuge in space, where shelters are constructed between Earth and the Moon. Over time, shelters 8, 12, and 13 unite to form the Adrian Republic, engaging in a long war with the Allied force. On Earth, the surviving humans struggle to survive. Captain Jung Yi, a legendary soldier, emerges as the Army's most skilled warrior. In an abandoned town, she battles against humanoid robots with precision and resourcefulness, dispatching them effortlessly. But her victory is short-lived when a strange quadrupedal robot appears. Jung Yi realizes the danger and tried to shoot the robot from a special spot and manages to hit it with a blast. However, the robot quickly turns back on and repairs itself with its built-in extinguishers. Desperate to overcome the situation, Jung Yi sets a trap using metal beams, successfully trapping the machine. However, as she prepares for the final blow, she becomes distracted by a small doll hanging from a car's rearview mirror. This robot uses this distraction to strike first, pushing Jung Yi backward and injuring her. As she observes the injury, Jung Yi discovers the horrible truth. There's machinery under her skin, telling her that she herself is not a human but an android. Suddenly, an alarm sounds, and the town vanishes. It is revealed that the world she was in was not real, and she is not the real Jung Yi, who actually died years ago. A group of scientists has been using a copy of her brain to develop the perfect soldier android. However, they are slowed down by an unresolved mistake that keeps causing Jung Yi's repeated defeats. Jung Yi's daughter, Seo Hyun, leads the project and witnesses her mother's face endure countless deaths. Seo Hyun works tirelessly with newcomer Jae Kyung to identify the problem in their latest android model. As Jung Yi's consciousness awakens within the android, she feels sudden distress when she realizes her robotic form. Seo Hyun deactivates the android's pain sensors and demands answers from the team while thinking about her mother's sacrifice. One day, while Seo Hyun is riding a train, she sees a mother interacting with her child, triggering memories of her own mother. She recalls the day Jung Yi left for battle, promising to return. Already overwhelmed by emotions, Seo Hyun visits the doctor after taking her annual ethics test, where the doctor confirms the return of her lung tumor and tells her that she only has 3 months to live. The doctor suggests transferring Seo Hyun's brain to a prosthetic body and mentions the various options available. Type A is expensive but offers protection. Type B is cheaper but comes with certain rights limitations. And Type C is the cheapest, but allows the company to create copies of the brain data to create clones. Seo Hyun leaves the doctor and realizes he too is an android. She remembers the agreement made to use her mother's brain on androids, questioning whether it was the right decision. While thinking this, she visits her comatose mother and prepares to test a new copy of the brain in a simulation. Sang-hoon, the director of the program, wanting a different result, orders the team to shoot the android in the leg before the simulation begins. As Jung Yi wakes up, she is experiencing intense pain from the wound. Despite the suffering, she finds the strength to stand up and continues fighting, defeating the robot with her fists before succumbing to another enemy's shot. The next day, Sang-hoon is excited to showcase the new brain to the higher-ups at the company headquarters. However, they are greeted by a new head of the product development department who doesn't take Sang-hoon seriously and giggles at him. Sang-hoon worries that weapons development might be downsized, but his concerns go unheard and the team is sent away without answers. On their way back to the labs, Sang-hoon insults the new employee and vows to keep the chairman's dream alive. Some days later, the team receives news that the chairman is coming to see them. As they enter the office, Sang-hoon suddenly freezes, revealing that he is an android built by replicating the chairman's brain, although he himself is still unaware of this fact. The chairman arrives with important news. A treaty is being signed, indicating the end of the war and reduced need for weapons. However, the chairman believes that the research on Jung Yi was not in vain, as it provided insights into developing advanced AIs for other purposes. The chairman confesses that he wanted to transfer his brain to Sang-hoon for immortality, but chose to copy it instead. As this is happening, Seo Hyun expresses her desire to continue her mother's project, but the chairman rejects her request. The team returns to work, knowing the project must be wrapped up. Jung Yi continues to die repeatedly at the same spot, frustrating Sang-hoon, who can't activate the new brain area. To solve this issue, he starts to entertain more extreme ideas. Sang-hoon orders the team to activate the android and cut her arm, causing Seo Hyun to witness her mother's excruciating pain. The brain area still refuses to light up. In desperation, Sang-hoon shoots the android's legs to recreate the previous wound. Seo Hyun snaps and turns off the system to end Jung Yi's suffering, angering Sang-hoon. Before the situation escalates further, another employee interrupts them, informing Sang-hoon that the chairman wants to see him. He leaves without a word, and Seo Hyun thanks the team for their work. It's time to shut down the project, but Seo Hyun asks the team to send her all the data they've collected. Sometime later, Seo Hyun discovers that someone has exported her mother's brain without her knowledge. Intrigued, she investigates and finds Jae Kyung, her co-worker, engaging in intimate activities with an android wearing Jung Yi's face. Devastated, Seo Hyun confronts Jae Kyung, who explains they created companions capable of intimacy using Jung Yi's brain. The The revelation leaves Seo-hyun in tears. Seo-hyun returns to spend time with the android before the project is taken away. Sang-hoon is already there, consumed by depression. Seo-hyun wakes up Jung-yi, telling her they rescued her from the enemy, but she is gravely wounded. As Seo-hyun is about to deactivate her, the desired brain area lights up again. Jung-yi asks if her daughter survived the surgery. Seo-hyun breaks down, realizing the brain area reacted because Jung-yi believed she would die without knowing about her daughter. Seo-hyun reassures her that the surgery was successful, and Jung-yi finds peace. Jung-yi admits feeling guilty for losing the doll her daughter gave her. Overwhelmed, Seo-hyun turns off the android and experiences a complete breakdown. In the moment of despair, Seo-hyun realizes there is one last thing she can do. The next day, she requests a final simulation before shutting everything down. She sets up alone and deletes the unidentified part of Jung-yi's brain. Whispering in Jung-yi's ear, Seo-hyun explains the dire consequences if they don't take action after the simulation. During the final simulation, Jung-yi pretends to be shot and falls in the usual spot. Sang-hoon witnesses this peculiar act and rushes back to the lab to review the simulation in slow motion. He confirms that Jung-yi hadn't been shot, she had only pretended. As Sang-hoon activates the alarm, Jung-yi incapacitates the employees, taking her away. Seo-hyun deletes all the original project data. Jung-yi discovers a room filled with robots resembling her, and faces Sang-hoon's security robots. With her fighting skills, she defeats multiple opponents, but one robot pushes her against a wall. Seo-hyun arrives in time to disable the attacking robot. She and Jung-yi realize they are in this together. A new wave of security robots arrives, allowing Seo-hyun to escape with another android escort. They discover Jung-yi's physical form is empty. Seo-hyun had transferred her brain copy to a security android, deceiving the security personnel. Seo-hyun takes Jung-yi on a train, where Sang-hoon confronts them. Sang-hoon shoots Seo-hyun, prompting Jung-yi to retaliate. Sang-hoon freezes upon seeing his reflection, revealing his true identity as an android. Sang-hoon attacks Jung-yi, starting a brutal fight. He manages to push her through the window, but she crawls back in. More security robots arrive on a parallel train, and the wagons are connected. Jung-yi defeats the robots while Sang-hoon catches her with a hook. Seo-hyun shoots a hook for Jung-yi to grab, and she returns safely to the first wagon. The second wagon, with Sang-hoon inside, falls from the track. As the second wagon falls, the train stops in a mountainous area. Jung-yi tends to Seo-hyun's wound, but they hear the police approaching. Seo-hyun tells Jung-yi to run away and start a new life. They say their goodbyes, and Jung-yi flees through the mountains, seeking refuge and relishing in her newfound freedom. Seo-hyun dies alone, feeling closure. Click on one of the videos on the screen now.